shift my glasses. They always be crooked. Oh my God, there's that fly I've been trying to kill. I can't move fast like I usually do. Too much on your girl. Your stomach is just not going down. Let it stay, girl. Peter sleep. And I'm over here losing sleep behind FMLA. Now you tell me what type of sense does that make? Y'all really irritate my soul. Like, just stop. Don't be so nasty. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I go by Alicia Renee. You may also call me Amazing Grace Honey. It's whatever you decide to call me. And y'all, don't pay attention to my hair because it look a hot mess. I need to get it cut back short. I put some moisturizer in it today and some water just to make it look halfway decent for this video, and that ain't even working, child. But over here, we deal in reality. We deal in realness. We deal in this is what y'all gonna get and y'all better take it. As you can see back here, nothing's on my bed. This is clean because I put this on the other day, not yesterday, the day before. I washed my comforter. It's in the dryer right now, as a matter of fact. And then I have some blankets and stuff being washed. But y'all, I'm just trying to make it on my own, y'all. My mom's not here. I'm learning to do it on my own. I've kind of, I want to say cleaned up because my room wasn't bad, but I do need to straighten up in here. I'm gonna show y'all downstairs because that is atrocious. It's a lot going on. For me, I don't, I'm down, so I can't really do much. I don't want to do too much because I noticed yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, when I was pulling my comforter out of my dryer. My comforter is large. I felt like it kind of strained me a little bit down there, so I don't want to really do too much. And I was like, wow, like I didn't think that would do that, but it did. I felt like I could feel a little bit of pulling down there, and that is the last thing that I want to do because I want to get back to the regular program. So we're not gonna be doing too much. I'ma just do light stuff like maybe dusting. If y'all can see my filter, I walked past, I was like, why it look like that? Then I took my finger and I went across. Oh, that's why it looked like that, because it's dirty. Not dirty, it's dirty, girl. And that is stuff that I usually do, like dust around my house. I haven't had the time. It just is what it is. But I did get a little package, nothing major. I already told y'all what it is, but I'm gonna show y'all what I got. Let me find something that I can dig down in here to open it. Come on now. Don't do this. It's so funny because I want to open that EDJ so bad and I ain't gonna be able to do it. Like, I have a key. What's the issue? Okay, here we go. Now we're cooking good looking. Okay, this is what I got. It just says aesthetic highlighters by Mr. Pen. These were like $6.99. I wanted muted colors because I didn't want it to seep through the pages of my Bible when I'm highlighting. I feel like these kind of small compared to my other ones. Let me go look and see. I'll be sitting right there telling bold-faced lies because it is definitely the same. I don't know if I care for these colors. I don't know. I'm gonna have to highlight and see what the dealio is. I wanted something that I could mark the word of God because I wanted like just the regular words, one color, which was this green that I use. And then I wanted the word of God to be, and the Bible is red, but I didn't want it to be red because the red would probably seep through. So I wanted something that was like close to a red, but not technically red. And it was showing that this pink was pretty bright. But that almost looked like a color that I might have already. So I don't know. I'm going to try it out and see. And if I'm not feeling the colors, then I'm going to send it back and try another one. If y'all hear that noise, that's my washing machine going. So I'm washing some clothes right now. I popped a pimple right here. Popped a pimple right here. And it was big. And it was no pimples like you got to pop those because they hurt so bad. Well, you shouldn't be popping pimples. Let's go back to that. But I was popping these because they hurt so bad. Then they started bleeding, so I just put some like astringent on it, and then I put some moisturizer over it. That's my skincare, okay? Hopefully they'll go down and then they won't scar, but knowing my skin, it will. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus though. But you know what? My skin has been so terrible. Is my phone? Oh, my skin has been so terrible. Oh, my mama called me back. My skin has been so terrible since surgery. I don't know what's going on. It's just like dry. I can feel like whiteheads in it. And it's not the whiteheads that is like protruding out of your skin, but like the ones that be underneath that if you mess with it, you can kind of like pull them to the surface. I don't know if that's making sense to y'all, but you could pull them to the surface and you could feel them. It's like those, but it's not like big marks or anything on my face, if that makes sense. But I don't like that because I never really struggled with bad skin until I got a little bit. I don't think my skin is bad now, but I used to have like very nice skin when I was younger. And then as I got older, it just started changing. And then even y'all know when I was wearing those hats, it was tearing my forehead up. And then I get like a bump right here all the time. And I had one of those and I scratched it out. But again, I ain't coming in here tell y'all about no skincare because I don't know about it myself, but we definitely gonna figure it out. But today all I'm doing is I'm gonna go downstairs and we're gonna clean up downstairs, and I'm gonna finish the rest of my vlog. I could have finished it last night. I didn't have the motivation to. I'm gonna be honest, y'all won't be getting y'all won't be getting the vlog this Friday, but it'll be out Saturday. So let's go be productive. I'm gonna call my mom back real quick and then we're gonna go be productive. How about that?
I got court tomorrow, I don't even go, I don't even show. I got shit to do, only God can judge me. Who the fuck is you? They say who that? Nigga, who we that? 10 straight days, I guess you try to 3 that. Never ever serve a nigga where he sleep at. These be at your door, nigga, you ain't try to see that. See my suicide watch, they on suicide watch. Kill yourself, yeah, them suicide rocks. Had the nerve to write me a dear young letter. Killing them young, should've known better. I paid too much, you niggas play too much. Let the swag do the talking, I don't say too much. You niggas saying too much. Mr. 17.5, you niggas paying too much. They say who that? Nigga, who we that? Shout the red on the track. They say who that? Nigga, who we that? Nothing live from the track. They say who that? Nigga, who we that? Shout the red on the track. They say who that? Nigga, who we that? Young live from the track. Yeah, I taste no bras, I taste money and rock. The next time I re-up, I'ma buy me a chop. And I ain't talking to head, I'm talking shit with propellers. Fly to the club, make my whole bitch jealous. Talk motivation, it's a straight celebration. I see Jizzle in his chopper outside shit the station. This ain't a mixtape, but the tape's mixed. Black tape, red tape, all on one way. Get it on the floor, get it on the floor. Last night I swear to God, $500,000 on the floor. Fell asleep on the money like a pillow on the floor. Woke up, got money, had to get it off the floor. They say who that? Nigga, who we that? Shout the red on the track. They say who that? Nigga, who we that? Nothing live from the track. They say who that? Nigga, who we that? Shout the red on the track. They say who that? Nigga, who we that? Young live from the track. Yeah, you know about 20 grand stuffed in the white sock. Pull up in the white truck like I play for the White Sox. Play with them white rocks, play with them white squares. You got them what you want, who the fuck cares? I don't never sleep, why? Too paranoid, state of paranoia. All I do is call my lawyer, tell him I know them niggas that might have a little trouble. Okay, you know it's me, if you beat it, I'll pay you double. Y'all niggas know it's me, if I want to, I'll make it double. Just know it's water whip, so you might have a little trouble. Might move a little slower, might get a few complaints. Say he ran out of gas, he might need a half a tank. Thank God it's Friday, fresh off the highway. 2 minutes out, he bout to pull in the driveway. In the driveway, take the work out, cut the
into my feet. Oh my, ooh, some kind of touch caressing my legs. Oh my, ooh, I'm turning red. Who could this be? I tried and I tried to avoid, but this thing was happening. Swallow my pride, let it ride and parted, but this body felt just like mine. I got worried, I looked over to the left, a reflection of myself. That's why I couldn't catch my breath. Oops, there goes my shirt up over my head. Oh my, oops, there goes my skirt dropping to my feet. Oh my, ooh, some kind of touch caressing my legs. Oh my, ooh, I'm turning red. Who could this be? I looked over to the left.
I was looking so good I couldn't reject myself.
I looked over to the left.
I was feeling so good I had to touch myself.
I looked over to the left.
I was eyeing my thighs, but a pecan brown.
I looked over to the left.
Coming out of my shirt and then my skirt came down.
Oops, there goes my shirt up over my head. Oh my, oops, there goes my skirt dropping to my feet. Oh my, ooh, some kind.
Hey y'all, I'm back hours later, and girl, we have cleaned. I'm not gonna say we've cleaned. We've done the best that we can do. I have not swept the floor or mopped the floor or any of that. I'm not gonna do that right now because I noticed like twisting and pulling and pushing that do a little bit to me, so I didn't want to be doing that. But for the most part, she looking like I remember her looking. She looking like I remember her looking. And I'm not saying anything about, you know, my parents or anything or anybody, because they were here to help me. Usually, I told y'all, I'm a control freak. I like stuff a specific way. And if somebody go do something, I pick it right back up and put it back where it's supposed to go. But because I was under the weather, I really couldn't do that. So I'm gonna be honest with you. This has taught me a lot. It taught me it's okay. Ooh. Sorry, it's rubbing on down there. It hurt. It's okay. It's okay. Life will go on. Even if it's not like how you had it, life will continue to go on. And you could put things back in its place. It's not gonna harm nothing. It'll be fine. Yeah, it feel pretty good to let go of some of the control that I know that I like to have. Even when I would go and see stuff and it wasn't in the right spot, my brain would be like, oh my God, that's not where it go. But then it'll be like, it's okay. It's okay. Nothing's gonna happen with it being right there. Chill on the chill. I got the little thing gone from behind me and now my pillows are just back there. I wanna start like making myself depend back on myself, if that makes sense. Like, you know, just getting stronger each and every day. I'm terrible. I have not eaten anything all day long, but I do feel good. Like, I don't feel like I lost a lot of energy. I don't know where the energy is coming from because I haven't eaten not one thing. But overall, it looks pretty cute in here. Y'all, did y'all see my little florals over there? Charmaine got those for me. They're so beautiful. You know, I said I want to keep flowers over there. Actually, I want to keep flowers over there, and I want to keep some on my table. Even though y'all see it's a vase over there, but I never keep flowers over there, florals. So I'm going to start doing that. So maybe we might go to Trader Joe's or something tomorrow to get some florals to put over there. I do think I want like a little plant, like a little green plant that's not gonna grow big underneath the table, but I don't know. Claritha over there, her leaves, some of them are turning brown, and I don't know what I need to do about that. So I gave her some water. It said in the wintertime you don't need to give them water like that. Of course, I told y'all you don't really need to give them water according to my uncle, but they said when it starts to get drier and more light, you want to kind of keep her a little bit more, not moist, give it a little bit more water, but they don't need a lot of water. Also, I think I need to change the pot, and that was my intentions to change it, but I didn't do it because you're supposed to do it either in the winter or when it's just turning spring. So because of the surgery stuff, and to be honest with you, Charlotte didn't really even have a winter. So yeah, so I may do that as well, but I'm gonna read up on that a little bit more before I go messing with Claritha, because I would be devastated if something happened to her. So we're gonna watch some YouTube videos on repotting a snake plant, then put some florals over there. That is basically it. As y'all can see, I have fruit, onions, and everything over there. Y'all know I don't keep stuff over there, but because I was here with people in my home, that's where they were putting it, and that was over there, I believe, when they got here. So it's cool. I'm gonna just let that run out, and then I won't put nothing, because y'all know I don't like nothing on my counters. But I'm like kind of warming up to the idea of decorating my counters a little bit more, but then I know the OCD in me would be like, well, I'm not really OCD, but particular, I'll say that. I know it'd be like,
girl, what did you do? Take that off of there.
so it's kind of like, do you want to or do you not want to? That's the question. But now we're going to get ourselves something to eat. We can't be walking around here not feeding. I have to stop doing that. I have to stop not eating. It's not good for you. And especially if I'm trying to live this new healthy lifestyle, I really have to stop. We got to start eating. Tomorrow, I'm going to go to bed at a decent time tonight. So let me get something to eat so that I can start editing, so that I can have that video out, so that I can get in the bed at a decent time, because I only have one more week of work off, one more week being off. Then we're going to have to start getting a routine again. And so my routine has been waking up, reading my Bible. Well, we're going to say waking up about 10 o'clock. Not going to lie, because I'm going to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning, reading my Bible, coming downstairs, getting something to eat, or either chilling. We can't do that no more. I need to find a routine for myself. That routine has to consist of implementing reading my word, because that is the only thing that's gonna keep me sane right now, and I know that for a fact. So we cannot be, I can't, I'm gonna have to figure out whether I'm gonna wake up early in the morning and read, or am I going to do it at night. And I'm kind of apprehensive about doing it at night, because now I'm trying to implement the gym back into my routine too. So usually if I come home from the gym, I'm taking a shower and then I'm eating. And you know, when you eat, you get tired. And it seems like as soon as you crack that Bible open, for me, I can't speak for nobody else, but I have heard other people say it, you get so tired. But then that ain't nothing but the enemy. So you got to fight against that. So I'm gonna have to sit down this week and teach myself a new routine. I look a mess. My hair is terrible. It's too long. I said that earlier. I'm gonna contact my aunt to see if she can actually cut it, and then I can do it, or she can do it, or whoever boo-boo do it. I don't know. Get it done. If not, I'll just do it myself, but I need it cut down. I do need it cut down. But what I'm gonna do is do one little like test run with the comb for myself now that I got the dryer, see how I like it. But I just know I like it short. I just think that short eats better on me. So, but we need to wash this, because this is very much so greasy. It's sticky because I just keep piling products in there, trying to, you know, let your soul glow with an oh so silky smooth.
Just let your soul baby, feeling oh so silky smooth. Just let it shine through.
It ain't working no more, baby. So we have to do something with this hair. But in the meantime, in between time, that's it. That's all I got for y'all today. So I want y'all good people to have y'all self a good night. Talk to y'all later. Hey y'all, how y'all doing this morning? Me? Well, I'm doing, let me shift my glasses. They always be crooked. Anyway, I'm doing quite lovely. As you can see, I have a shower cap on my head. Why? Because I just washed my hair. And I'm gonna try to get out the house today, y'all. Me and Melissa are gonna go have dinner together. Nothing big, nothing major. We're actually going to a spot called Tora. Y'all seen me go there multiple times. As a matter of fact, the last time I went, I was with Lateria when I bought those mirrors. I had just been craving like some Japanese type of food or whatever, and that place is pretty good and it's cheap. I ain't mad at that. You know, we snatching our coins back in this season. Like, when I tell y'all the unnecessary spending that I usually do, I ain't doing that no more. Cause you don't know what the no is. I don't even have a trip booked right now. None of that. I don't even feel comfortable right now going out of the country. Cause you never know. You never know. But I'm being nosy. I'm about to get, the bees are out, the birds are chirping, the flies are flying. Springtime is upon us. Yeah, so I'm about to get this dryer. Yeah, no, this dryer. Come on, little one. Oop. Let it go. See the convenience? Now get your roll on. Everybody get your roll on. Everybody get your... Yeah, come on now. I'm about to sit right here up under this little dryer and let my hair dry. Now let's see if I can remember. Oh, y'all, let me show y'all. Your girl has slimmed down a lot. This is still swollen. Like, I'm ready for this to get like that. You see what I'm saying? But we're not going to rush the process. I Googled today when does the swelling go away after you have a myomectomy? And they said about 3 to 6 months. So we'll see. Now, how I'm supposed to do this? Like, girl, I'm going to sit over there probably. Because I think that'll just be... Oh my God, there's that fly I've been trying to kill. I can't move fast like I usually do. You son of a... Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can get my duster. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Probably go... Okay, he right there. I can't turn y'all that way because then I'll be showing y'all my outside. But this fool don't know what he just got himself into. Now where you go? Oh, look at there. One swat. Bet you didn't think I had it in me because I was down, huh? Got him. Got him. He got in here yesterday, and I was about to get up to get him. He was gone. By the time I looked up, yeah. Don't be up in here terrorizing my home. You don't pay no bills in here. Now that I just threw this on the floor, child. Whew. All right, y'all. Let me get up under this little dryer, and I'll call y'all back later. Whew. Y'all hear how hard I'm breathing? Yeah, that took a lot out of me. Thank God it's a plug over there on my island or peninsula or whatever, because I'm like, what was I gonna plug that up? It wasn't gonna reach over there. Couldn't reach over there, so it's over there. So yeah, let me get on up under here. Take off. Ten-minute Dougie Fresher on. On. Whew. Y'all, that thing is hot. It tore my neck up. My hair gonna get dry in no time. I'm gonna have to lift it up a little bit more though, because baby, the neck. Yeah. Let me go wash this conditioner out. Whew. That's it. That's it. That's it, baby. That's it. Oh, Lord. Hey, y'all. Check your girl out. This is all I got on. I ran that gray shirt back from last week when I went to the doctor. I sure did. Just about to throw on my black sombrellas, and this was, well, my black sombrellas. This was the purse that was already packed. So this is what we're doing. And I'm bringing my jean jacket just in case it get a little cold outside. I don't know what the temperature is, but whatever it is, we will be prepared for it. I'm on the phone with Candace. Y'all, today her birthday. Happy birthday, Candace. Y'all tell my friend happy birthday down below. Bloated, just bloated. But I won't talk to y'all in the car, but I'll talk to y'all at the restaurant. So see y'all there. Come on. I went to park on the side of the street at first, on the side over there, because that's where I always park it. Just keep straight. Yeah, and then it was full. So then after that, I just came in the little parking deck. But I was like, it's gonna take me hell and high water to get out.
Parking like a ways and like walking.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Oh. Hey, hi, too. That's why I say it's never crowded in here, so that's why I ain't never make no reservations. Hey, how you doing?
Who are you with?
Oh.
I didn't even know she had this thing on.
Oh.
I'm with me and my belly, and we are hungry.
Right, yes.
She got the pros though. I thought about like the news people, like the journalists.
Oh no, I just YouTube.
Oh.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I start you all with anything to drink?
She can go ahead.
I know that I'm anything that's lychee I want to try, so I want to try that.
Alright, so how about the lychee mojito?
Yes, that's what I want.
Sounds good?
I'm
Thank
good
you.
with the water.
Alright.
Yeah. What you say your name was again? I'm sorry.
Jasper.
Jasper. Okay, thank you. Y'all, I'm with Melissa. We ain't doing much. This is all I can give y'all. This is all I can give y'all. That's it.
But at
That's
least you
all.
out, friends.
Right.
At least you are out. Gotta get
Ain't
back
that
on
the
the
truth?
horse.
Yeah. It's like once you've been sitting down for so long, it's kind of hard to get back in the flow of even wanting to do something. For me, it is. I don't know about nobody else, but for me, I'm not drinking. I ain't drank since
Well, I didn't think you would.
December something.
You still taking medication, aren't you? Oh.
But I still just don't.
Pop a perky just to start a pop it. Pop 2 cups of purple just to warm up. 2 cups, drink. I heard your bitch, she got that water. Splash, drip, drip, whoop, splash. Ay. Slippery, wall, excuse me, please me. I'm up, believe me. Get beat, cause I'm flexing Rari's. You can bet on me. Hey, take the top, fuck niggas on my radar watch. Crack a 500, turn on to some data shots.
Be the hot dog place uptown. You know.
Are you talking about right beside Deluxe? Yeah, well we went, all of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go there from time to time.
That was cool.
Yeah,
When we
but
went.
sometimes-
No, I'm lying because when I usually go to dinner, I'm gonna have cocktails. But like, I don't know if I want to.
Wait,
Hey y'all, good afternoon. How are you all doing? Me, I am doing quite lovely. I did not get good rest last night. Why? Why you say? Because your girl was on the toilet. Now I know that's too much information, but I'm just being honest. It was on purpose though, because I made myself go to the restroom. After I ate all that food yesterday, it wasn't like I overate. Like at one point I started feeling really full. After the ceviche, it was like, okay girl, you pushing it. And I wanted to get some noodles, but I was like, too much on your girl. Your stomach is just now going down. Let it stay, girl. So I was like, no, don't get that. But when I came home, I just wanted to like, you know, get the residues of the damage that I did at dinner out of me. So I drank some pear juice, and I am going to show y'all. Like, I heard pear juice to do it, and I don't know if it's any pear juice, but I'm gonna show y'all the pear juice that I drink, because I don't know if it's this specific brand, but baby, it's gonna do it for me each and every time. And I know people say drink apple juice to do it. When I'm an apple juice drinker. I just like apple juice, period. Not to try to go to the restroom, but just because I like apple juice. But apple juice do not do it for me like how this pear juice do it. And I'm gonna show y'all the exact pear juice that I get. Baby, this pear juice right here, it's gonna do it every time. And this is the Parents' Choice pear juice. Let's see. Right there, you get it from Walmart. Now y'all know I don't shop at no Walmart, but my mom do, and I think she said she saw somewhere online that somebody was like, you can go get it from the baby section because it's cheaper. And I ain't even talking about the cheapness, I'm just talking about what it do, baby. It's gonna work me every time, and it don't take a long time to do it either. And baby, it's gonna get everything. I mean, it's gonna get your thoughts from 1992 out of you. Like, it gets everything up out of me. So I'm gonna stick with this. Anytime I need to go to the restroom, I'm gonna do it for myself every time, because it's gonna do it for me. Then y'all, I washed my face this morning, and I use new products because my skin is going through this transition stage that I have no idea what's going on. Like, the older you get, the more everything just start getting out of whack. You know, my mom told me that, and I just didn't believe it, and nor did I want to come to terms of it. But it's the truth. Why the body just don't want to work right? Like, it's, come on, just work right. So I had to use my new, well, I didn't use, had to. I used my new skin products. Y'all remember? Maybe I don't. But I had bought some skin products from TJ Maxx, and I'm gonna show y'all exactly what they are. It was the Cause RX. Y'all remember these little things that I got right here? So I use these. I bought them in samples because I was like, you know, I want to test them out, see how they feel. Well, I think I like them. So far, I think when I did it this morning, I felt like my skin looked refreshed. It looked like renewed. You know, I felt like I was giving that girl for a second. I'm gonna tell y'all in what order I use them and what the products are. This is the low pH niacinamide micellar cleaning water, sunscreen and makeup remover right here. So let me see. So that right there, but I didn't use this because I didn't have on any makeup. So this was just me fresh, you know, in the morning waking up. But if you come home from a night of having makeup on or whenever, you can use this to remove your makeup. Then you want to use the low pH Good Morning Gel Cleanser. It says formulated with purifying botanical ingredients. This low pH formula works to soothe, refresh, and soften the skin without the stripping feeling. And I think it did feel good on my skin. Now I'm gonna tell you this, none of these smell good, nor do they smell bad. It just gave off like almost like a medicine smell. Like, it's medical, like you're using it for a purpose. So I put this on here and I washed. It tells you to rinse with lukewarm water. After I did that, I use this right here. This is the 6 peptide skin booster hyaluronic acid NAG or NAG plus amino acid, even skin tone, hydrating, firmness and smooth pore insert care, and improved skin textures. I do need to improve my skin texture because I don't like when you can see pores, and it's not like I have those real big pores, but I feel like I don't have like that glass skin that I'm trying to, you know, have. I put this on here, and what I did was like just put it on there, and instead of like rubbing stuff in your skin, you just pat it in to get it into your pores. So I rubbed it on, of course, to get it in, then I just patted it in. And these products are like sticky, I will say, by the name of it. It's snail. Yeah, so I think like some of the secretions from a snail, but you didn't hear that from me. So then after you use that, you use the Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence right here. And I'm gonna be honest, hold on, did I show y'all? And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what this is for. Let's look it up together. Advanced auto parts coming up. No. Repair damaged skin, reduce redness and fade acne scars, and hyperpigmentation. It contains 96% of snail secretion filtrated to soothe skin, boost elasticity, and provide a glass skin glow without leaving a greasy residue. So I told y'all, I was not lying when it said it had snail in it. And I don't even like them little creatures. Y'all know I don't like no snails. And I'm slightly scared of them. And I'm not even scared of others. It's just they're disgusting. And I had a little incident as a child. And there is some trauma still there. And I feel like maybe I might need to have a conversation with my therapist. But today is not the day to talk about that. So we're going to move on. And then the Advanced Snail 92 all-in-one cream. And all of these products had like some stick to it, I will say. But if you're talking about snail secretion, what do you expect? Now, I don't know if the other ones had like snail stuff in it. I don't think so. I just think this one and this one do. But it's the Advanced Snail 92 all-in-one cream, formulated with 92% of snail secretion, filtrated. This cream helped naturally create the appealing glow of healthy skin. Now, I will say, after I used this product, I did feel like my skin did have a glow to it. I'm not gonna lie. And I feel tightness in it. It's not like the overly tightness where if you do like it's gonna crack, not like that feeling, but it definitely gives like a tight feeling. I do think I might continue to use these products and see how they do for my skin. As I was googling this product, they have it online. This right here, this product, the larger product, is $25 on CosRx website, and then it looks like they have it in Ulta. Maybe I had seen Ulta, Target. The smaller version like this in Target is $8.50, and then they have a larger container that's online from iHerb for $14.15. To get the kit all over again, minus the micellar water, is $25 on the website. So not Shein selling it, baby. Absolutely not. If the product works, I'll definitely, start to use it. I gotta get this skin together. I gotta get this hair together. I gotta get this body together. I'm not gonna use the word we doing bad, because we are not doing bad over here. We're doing great. We're doing excellent. God is blessing me. I feel like everything is starting to come together. Oh, let's talk about yesterday, out to eat. So y'all know I went out to eat with Melissa. We had a good time. I will say I started feeling some pain. So it started getting aggravating towards the last hour or so, where I felt like it was some pain down there. It wasn't like overly, but it was aggravating because it was like the pain was not going anywhere. So like my mom and my dad said, it's just probably me using my muscles. Haven't been using them in a while. Just trying to get back to being myself. And I understand that. I'm just gonna keep trying to work through it and see how that go. We're gonna see how this work thing go, because we're not gonna be walking around in pain. With that being said, I ended up just coming home. I had to take an ibuprofen last night. I did not end up going to church, but what's so funny, y'all, like before I get into church, we were at dinner and Melissa was talking about making drinks, y'all. And she kept saying, and then I make my lychee martini and I do this. What she say? I make the lychee syrup. She was like, I make the lychee syrup myself. And I said, huh? She was like, yeah, the lychee syrup, all you do. I was like, what is syrup? And she like, that's how you pronounce it. I say, no, it is syrup. And she was like, no, it's not. It's syrup. I was like, Melissa, it's syrup. And it was a white couple sitting next to us. And Melissa was like, I'm about to Google it. I was like, I don't care what Google say, because Google be messing up pronunciation. I said, I have never in my life heard anybody say syrup. Like, it was like she was saying it with 2 syllables. It was like syrup. I was like, even when chefs pronounce it, I've never heard anybody pronounce it syrup. The white lady next to me, she was like, it's syrup. And Melissa go and Google it, child. And lo and behold, I was right, as well as the couple. Because the couple was like, we just had this conversation. She was like, we just had this conversation probably, I think she said this week or last week, how to pronounce it. She asked her little son. She was like, you eat it. What is it called? He was like, syrup. And so Melissa over there laughing. I'm like, because one thing about Melissa gonna be right about everything. And Melissa gonna try to prove her point. And Melissa gonna look it up and everything. So when she got her point proven, no, baby, you saying it wrong, and I'm need for you to fix that. She talking about, y'all know I'm from wherever she from. No, baby, we ain't gonna blame it on where you from. You just said it wrong. And that's okay, because we all make mistakes and we all pronounce stuff wrong I know I do it all the time, but usually if she say something, I just let it roll on. Like, I don't care. But when you say, Melissa be like, that ain't how you pronounce that. That ain't what that say. I be like, okay, calm down. But so when she said, I don't let it roll. But this time, I was like, what in the heck are you saying? Baby, that's not how that's said. So let's clear that up. And then what was funny, we started, talk to the couple for a little bit or whatever. We started, how do you pronounce words, certain words? And I was like, well, do you say vase or vase? She was like, let's not be pretentious. That's what the white lady said. She's like, let's not be pretentious. It's vase. We all know it's vase. And because I didn't say it was vase or nothing, so she wasn't like saying it towards me. She was just saying it in general. And we all started laughing. I was like, yeah, I say vase. Melissa was like, I say vase too. She was like, now, when you shopping, she said from somewhere, she was like, that's where you could pronounce it as vase. I say, oh, when you buying it from Italy or somewhere, yeah, we gonna say vase then. But I was like, baby, she's talking about TJ Maxx. Oh, it's vase. And so we just started laughing. And then she was like picking up her phone and we was reading different words and asking how, we each say, and we all basically, said the same thing, how we pronounce stuff. So that was pretty fun and funny at the same time. And the food was really, really good, y'all. It was really good. I tried it's called the Queen Charlotte roll, something like that, or the Charlotte roll. I think it's the Queen Charlotte. It's one of their top selling rolls. I would suggest if y'all go there, get it. It was phenomenal. Even the roll that Melissa got, it was very good. I can't remember the name of it, so I would get that roll again. Of course, I got the eggplant, but I've had that before. That was pretty good. I always get the spring rolls. The crab ragoon, I usually am not a big crab ragoon girl. I'm just not. And I love crab. But y'all, their crab ragoon, it tastes like none other. It's just really, really good flavor. What else? We got the miso soup. Something else. Oh, hamachi. And it had like some orange or something on it. And she liked it. And it wasn't bad for me, but I've had better hamachi. And I said I probably wouldn't order that again. But everything we had was basically a 10 out of 10 for me, except for the hamachi. I would say if you're in the Charlotte area, go visit it. Oh, the prices are very cheap. Like my miso soup was like $3. The sushi roll itself, I don't know how much her roll was, but it was like $17 for one roll, which that's good because in Charlotte, some places be charging you like $32 for a roll. The crab ragoon, I think was like $6. I'm thinking what else? Oh, she had drinks. I didn't drink none. I might have showed y'all a drink, but I didn't drink. I had a Thai tea. Y'all know I always get that if I go there. I don't think I got it with Lateria, but majority of the time if I go there, I get that. It was good. That was like, what, $5, $6. She had a lemon drop. That was like $12. She had a lychee basil martini. I think I've actually had that before when I went there. And that was like $13. In total, I paid for both of us, I paid $125. So just imagine if you go by yourself. It's super cheap. And I think when I went with Lateria, and it was like 80 something dollars because we didn't get any drinks or anything. I wasn't drinking, she wasn't drinking. So go. It's right off the corner of Moorhead. It's like when you get off 77, the exit to Moorhead, right there in front of you. Just go. I would never steer you wrong. That's that. But I do want to read to y'all the Bible. Biblical stuff. Jesus, God, Savior, vine dresser, all of those things. I want to talk about what was in the sermon today. Of course, I did not make it, and I told y'all why, because I ain't gonna lie, because I could have not taken that pear juice and then got up and went. But I was just overworked. I'm not gonna lie. I no, it's no excuse. I should have went to church. And then when I saw how everybody, like the sermon was lit, I was like, why'd you not go? And I felt bad, but at least I clocked in and logged in. So I'm not gonna beat myself up about it, but I do want to, share a little tidbit with y'all. I do want to say, excuse the lighting. I changed directions because first of all, I don't want y'all to get too bored of me being in the same spot. And secondly, the sun just keep going down and up. It's a gloomy day here in Charlotte. 1 second the sun is trying to peek out and then it's just cloudy. So it keeps fluctuating. And I can't help that because I'm not God. So y'all just gotta deal with it. But let's go into the notes so I can tell you all what the word was. Why do I keep doing that? Stop, Alicia. It's aggravating. I be doing it and I have to edit it out. I'm like, why are you doing that? When did this come about? swallow your spit. Get it together. The message was, I believe, Rhoda. And if you know in the Bible, Rhoda was when Peter was released from prison by the angel. He encountered Rhoda first, and Rhoda went back and told the others. The others did not believe her. She didn't even let Peter in, baby. She was so happy that she just heard Peter's voice. She didn't see the man. She ran back telling the folks Peter out there, and they like, nah, girl, Peter in jail. Just set fat Peter in jail. We're gonna pray he get out, but he in jail. So then, they believed her. But let me just go over what was said. So we was in Acts 12:18. It said, it's not enough for me to pray, but I must believe God at his word. We pray oftentimes and we're praying for things, but are we really believing that God will do those things for us? My acts should speak louder than my words. My actions must line up with my prayers so that I can see the hand of God move in my life. Move like there is no plan B. I know for me, I'd be like, well, if this don't work out, then this is how I'm gonna do it. When you pray, within you are believing that what you are asking God, he is going to deliver. Or even what you are asking for, if he does not ever deliver that, he doesn't have to, because God is always going to give you something better than what you asked for anyway. And what you're asking for may not be what you need, and it may be a protection. So just because it does not come in the form that you want it to, doesn't mean that God didn't give it to you, but you still have to pray as if it is going to be done. There's yes, not right now, or no, it's not for you. That's it. Have enough faith that aligns with my actions and with my words. So my faith should align with my actions and my word. Cornelius in the Bible prayed regularly, and God sent him visions. To see what God has for us, we need to pray continuously. I can't be afraid to get on my face and praise God. Like, we have to learn to not be, you know how sometimes it can be intimidating. Well, I ain't gonna talk about for y'all, because maybe y'all might be out there spreading the word high and low, but sometimes when you are new in your faith, it can be intimidating trying to spread the word to others, especially when you feel as though you don't know the Bible as much as you should, because you should be able to recite verses. When somebody is going through something, you should be able to deliver a verse to somebody that it will help them with what they're going through in that moment. And for me, I don't feel like I'm comfortable enough yet to be doing that. If somebody recites something, I could jump in and say some of the words with them. But sometimes I'll be like, I ain't heard that one before. Where you get that one from? Because I ain't seen that in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So I know I need to get better with reading my Bible. And I will say, since I've been out of work, I have very much so had the opportunity to be in my Bible and learn and study more. And reading the Bible is not about just reading the words. It's about actually studying. And I'm grateful that God led me to choose the Bible that I have, because it's like a studying Bible. So when I'm reading and I don't exactly understand what is being said, I can read down below and it breaks each verse down. So I'm very grateful for that. And I'll link my Bible if you want that type of Bible and you haven't been able to find one. The only downside of that Bible, I will say, is that God's words, like in the study part, it's read, but in the actual Bible part, God's words are not highlighted and read. And that's the only thing that I don't like about it. But if you're using a highlighter, you can choose what highlighter you want to use to highlight God's word, and then just highlight everything else with the color of just verses, and then choose what you want to highlight God's word with. And then it says, when God allows calamity to come into my life at an unforeseen time, God is allowing me to be a part of his plan. So oftentimes we like, God, why are you doing this to me? And it's just not, we make life about us, and it's really not about us. And that's what I'm learning each and every day. Like, none of this is really about me. I am a part of a bigger plan of spreading the gospel. That is my job. Like, we go to work every day. We have a job to do. And with God, we also have a job to do. When we're going through things, it's just making us stronger to be able to spread the word of God. It says, when God allows calamity to come into my life at an unforeseen time, God is allowing me to be a part of his plan. When the enemy is trying to do the most, he understands that God has a plan and is trying to do something in my life. You know, one thing about the enemy, he don't attack people that ain't worried about God. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't even on God's radar, and well, God loves everybody and God seeks for everybody to go into eternal life. But when you're not seeking God and he not on your radar, he ain't bothering you, because he know you out here doing everything else in the world. But when he know, like, you trying to get closer to God, or you're this much closer to what God has for you to do for him, oh baby, he's attacking. And I can see that in my life because there are changes. I see changes within myself with where the trajectory, I'll say that. And I'm fighting a battle of still being worldly and being godly, you know. So that's where I'm at, and I feel like that's why, and I ain't gonna get too much into it, but that's why I'm just in a season of, I don't know right now. It's the season of uncertainty, if I am being completely honest. Like I told y'all, I live a wonderful, amazing life. I really don't have anything to complain about except for one thing, and y'all already know what that is. And I'm grateful to have that because my bills and stuff are paid. But I don't completely understand my purpose right now in life, and that's just where I'm asking God to give me clarity at. And I'm gonna tell you now, if you ain't no God fan, I don't know if you're gonna like it over here because I'm one. But what I will say, try it out, because you just never know. You will like it over here. I pray that, I mean, if this is not for if you don't believe in what I believe in, I don't get mad at people, but I ain't gonna stop talking about it. So yeah, where we at? Because the old me almost crept out. Herod knew the history of John and Peter. Herod was afraid of Peter and called 4 squads of soldiers to tend to him. And that's why Herod arrested Peter, put him in jail, because he knew that Peter had a purpose and he didn't want Peter spreading the gospel of Jesus anymore. Like he was basically trying to shut that down. Despite Peter about to face execution, the next day he was asleep. Now here it is, Peter about to be unalive the next day. And Peter over here sleeping peacefully. Like Peter sleep. And I'm over here losing sleep behind FMLA. Now you tell me what type of sense does that make? Like, baby, this ain't even close to unaliving. This is just FMLA. And you talking about can't get no good rest, up, shaking, word, losing hair, like crying. Like, girl, are you crazy? What is wrong with you? So, yeah, Peter was over there. He was asleep, baby. Peter didn't know what was going to happen at the trial in the morning, but Peter knew who was over the process. And that's what we got to start learning. Like, you don't know what's going to happen, but we know God is in control. So whatever happened, even though it may not go the way that we want it to, it's going to go the right way, the best way, the biggest way. So we got to stop. And when I say we, I'm including me. I'm not chastising y'all without chastising myself. I have to stop, and I know that. I have to be like Peter and sleep through the trials and not worry. That last day, I'm gonna tell y'all, I was slightly worried, but not worried at the same time. I know that don't make sense because they don't even fit in the same space. But I felt like I woke up differently that day because I did pray about it. I just gotta learn to stop worrying. I just gotta stop. When I find myself stuck, I must activate the weapon of my warfare. The weapon of warfare is prayer. Prayer is still a super weapon. Ephesians 6:12 through 24. Whatever God tells me to do in prayer, I must do it quickly. So let's go back to the Ephesians part, and it says, for we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. Therefore take up the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and have done all to stand. Stand therefore, having girded your waist with truth, having put on the breastplate of righteousness, and having shod your feet with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, with which you will be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked one, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, being watchful to the end with all perseverance and supplication for all the saints. And for me the utterance may be given to me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in chains, that in it I may speak boldly as I ought to speak. We gotta fight with prayer, because what we are dealing with, like all this stuff that's going on, this has already been foreshadowed. Like, we know that if you read the word, we know what the dealio is. So none of this stuff should really be a shock to us, like the world stuff, these talks of wars and all of this, none of this should really be a surprise to us. It says it in the Bible. And if you crack it open a little bit, including myself, we'll know a little bit more. But yet we always get so caught up in, oh my God, shock. Nah, this is what it is, dog. He already said it. So whatever God tells me to do in prayer, I must do it quickly. And sometimes that is how we delay our blessings, when we are not obedient to God's word. And so when God is calling you to do something on your heart, do it, and do it in an urgent manner. I will say this. I remember one time, not sure if I told y'all this story, but I think I have. I remember one time God was strongly telling me to call my granddaddy. I just didn't understand why. And it was nagging me. It was just a nagging thing. Nagging, and it would not stop. And I'm like, God, why are you telling me? And I just called him. And me and him talked. And then he said his chest was hurting. He just thought that it was acid reflux. Well, no. After we got off the phone, he ended up passing away. Still to this day, that can make me sad, and I can still cry about that, but I've gotten better or whatever. But I just couldn't understand why God kept telling me, call your granddaddy. And now it makes sense, because had I not called my granddad and talked to him for that last little moment, I was the last person that we know of to talk to my grandfather. And had I not, I would have missed that moment. So to me, I keep that in my heart, and it's so precious to me, because I would have went all my life thinking like, why did you not talk to him? God, you had that nagging feeling to talk to him, and you didn't. And you missed your opportunity to talk to him. So thank God for that blessing. It says, God also, Acts 12:7, God will also send you a messenger. He sent Cornelius to talk with Peter or whatever. When I get up quickly, it's my actions that should be aligning with my prayers. So when you finally get up, when God nudges you to do whatever he's asking you to do, your actions should line up with what you have been praying for. You can't pray for something and put no action into it. It just doesn't work like that. Stop trying to figure out where things went wrong. Stop worrying about the ifs. I just have to believe in what I prayed for. When I hear and do as God spoke, the chains will fall off. When I'm obedient to the Spirit, the chains will fall off. Prayer will block everything that the enemy meant for evil, and God will mean it for good. So that's Acts 12:11. So going back to Acts 12:11, it was just talking about how Herod thought that he was about to unalive Peter, but in all actuality, this was the opportunity for God to show up and show that he is in control of every situation. Peter was down to his last few hours of life, at least he thought, and everybody else did. But baby, when that angel nudged him, like, you need to get up, come on, we got to go, put on your stuff, gird yourself, and let's get on up out of here. And the whole time when God is delivering you from the situation that you in, you thinking it's not real, but you just prayed for all of this. So why would it not be real? We can't just be walking around here asking for prayers and don't believe they're gonna come true, because what you think what's gonna happen? It ain't gonna come true. Let's get on this prayer line and start having this faith and asking God for what we want, but not going to God all about what you want. But it's like, God, what can I do for you? What is it that you want me to do for you? How can I be a servant? Yeah. So that's what I got for y'all. I mean, I took y'all to church a little bit. But yeah, I'm just sitting there just reading the Bible, learn it. Baby, the most interesting book out here is the Bible. Because you learn, I've read the Bible from front to back in full, in its entirety, one time. And I'm still learning new stuff each and every time. Because it's like, if you don't stay consistent with it, you forget stuff. And I forgot. Yeah, I did. And part of it was out here because I'm living worldly, but also because I ain't reading the word. Yeah. But since I done led Bible study, I'm going to let y'all get to studying. And I'm about to go over here and get me something to eat, because your girl is super duper. I am not super duper hungry, but I need to put something in my stomach. So hopefully if I got something going on, I will come back to y'all later. But if not, we'll just chat tomorrow. Chat. Should I fold that? Girl, stop. You just got out of Bible study. Bye, y'all. Bye. Hey, y'all. Good afternoon. How are you all doing today? Well, me, I am doing quite lovely, and to be honest, I'm getting a late start. I gotta stop. Today I put an end to getting a late start because this is my last week of being home, so I need to get my body back acclimated to waking up early so that I won't be tired. And all actuality, I have not been really tired like that since having my fibroids removed, and I can truly say that like I have more energy. Of course I'm not doing more because I'm in my healing process, but as far as like feeling tired during the day, I haven't really been feeling that way. And I don't know if it's because I'm not really eating. Like when I eat, I get so tired, but I have been eating. I don't know. Maybe it was really truly affecting me more than I really thought it was, but thank God that season has passed on. Now we looking forward to this new energetic season. But in my defense, I didn't just wake up. I did wake up at like 10, went back to bed, but of course I went to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning. So I woke up at 10, went back to bed, woke up at 11, read my Bible and stuff from like 11 to 1 something. Now I'm here talking to y'all. Yeah, y'all, I forgot to talk about my hair when I did it on Saturday, which was super quick. But this little tool right here, y'all saw me buy that in Tyson's, and you just kind of like wrap your hair around it so it will, look, hair still stuck in it. You wrap your hair like you just do like this so that it can just create a curl in your hair. And that's what I did with my hair, and I did it all over. And it was super easy, super convenient, super fast. But the one thing that I will say is this tool for my hair, it doesn't define my curls like how I want it defined. Like when my aunt used the comb to do it, I liked that look because it made it so tight, it made it so short, it made it structured looking. And then when the girl did it the first time and she used her finger, I felt like it was more structured too. I don't know how to, it was just like more of a defined curl. I'll probably only use this when I'm in a rush to hurry up and do my hair and just get out the door. It didn't take my hair long to dry at all. That dryer, I will say, it dried my hair very quick. But again, I have short hair, so I don't know if it would work on long hair, but it did dry my hair very quick. So I do like the dryer, and baby, it got hot. That thing was burning the back of my neck, so I had to pull it up some, lift it up some, so to get it off my neck. Once I did that, I was okay. But before, baby, that thing was hot like a hot pocket. So I do like that dryer. That is the Salon dryer. Got it from Amazon. I think I've linked it in another video, but since I'm talking about it, I'll try to link it in this one too. Yeah, and then also with my finger waves, I'm gonna have to watch a tutorial on finger waves. I cannot get my finger waves like how my aunt got them. Like, she ate down on them, and I don't understand. Now this side, now I don't know how it look right now because I just took my bonnet off. This side I can get pretty easy. It look halfway decent. This side over here, baby, it ain't making no noise. It be looking so old, tired, and late. And I'm like, why are you doing that? And I guess it's because I'm using this hand on this side, but I can't use this hand because that's not my dominant hand. So I'm trying to use it this way, and it's not working out. So I'm gonna have to watch some videos, or y'all comment below and tell me the best way to finger wave your hair. Just a little soft little finger wave for the baby hair. That's it. That's all. That's what's tea. I just got out of the shower, so I got on my Dubai collection by Peyton Marie Charles, and it smells so good. I feel like for me though, after like, I want to say an hour, it dies down. And I'm not sure, but you know how sometimes you wear a scent and you can't smell it anymore because you become used to it, but everybody else be like, ooh, what is that you got on? And you like, girl, you can smell me. And they like, yeah. I feel it may be like that. So, but it does smell good, and it did make my skin feel really, really smooth. I just put the oil on. I didn't put the lotion on, and I did not wash in the body gel because right now with me having scars and stuff, I don't want to really be putting any type of perfume on. That's just me. That's just me personally. So I've just been washing in my Dove soap. That's it. And then I haven't even really been wearing perfumes. Like someday when I remember and I'm like, oh, I want to smell good today, I'll do a few squirts. Like today I put on Vanilla Romance by Bath and Body Works. Do not judge me because I heard the Bath and Body Works owner is in the Epstein files. I haven't seen it for my own eyes, just via the internet, social media. I heard the person was in there. And it's like, don't piss me off because I have too many Bath and Body Works outlets for you to play those types of games. Y'all need to stop with that. Like, why y'all gotta be in the files? Why is y'all so nasty? Like, it's not that much. Like, y'all really acting like Sodom and Gomorrah over here. Like, y'all really irritate my soul. Like, just stop. Don't be so nasty. Dang. Yeah, we ain't gonna touch on that. But what I do want to touch on is, y'all know I told y'all I would never bring a strife to the internet regarding me and my friends. And this person is, I don't even want to label this person as a friend. This is an acquaintance. We were friends in the past. It's a guy. We were friends in the past. We used to talk on the phone all the time. And I'm talking about like high school years. Then we lost touch. We kind of got back in touch a little bit in college, lost touch again. And then after, in our adulthood, we started communicating, you know, here and there. Have y'all ever had a friend from back in the day and then you reconnect with them in adulthood and it's like, how did I ever associate with this person? And I'm not saying that in like a I'm better than you, but it's just like our morals and our ethics are obviously different. Maybe I didn't realize that when we were younger, or we didn't have those type of conversations. We had childish conversations, so it wouldn't present itself. That's what I'm dealing with right now. And I have an acquaintance, because I don't want to use the word friend. He be on social media. He argues all the time back and forth with women in the comment. Like when I say every day, almost every day. Anytime I pull up social media, I'm going to see him in the comments saying something negative as it relates to a woman or a situation involving a woman. That's just it, period. I do not like men like that. Ever, never, ever. If I ever logged on to social media and I saw the person who called himself being my man in the comments arguing with a woman consistently, I'm arguing with a woman one time, I'm probably going to be done. And that's just my personal preference. I'm sorry. Because to me, you have no self-control. Like, what man got time to really be arguing in the comments? Like, to me, that's very weird. But I see a lot of them. So he does that, and it's, to me, he give male chauvinist. His views are always directed towards what the woman could have done differently and not the man. I want to say what his comment was, but they eating him alive right now. They eating him up in the comments right now. So I don't want to say what the comment is, because it probably will be one of the top comments, and then y'all might could figure out who the person is. Let's just say the men and the women eating him up in the comments, and baby, he is going back and forth like his life depends on it, and he is saying some detestable stuff. I'm just like, I just cannot believe this is someone I was cool with. Like, I don't remember him being like that. This is somebody who has come to my house. There's not been that many people who stepped foot in this house. Let's be very clear. And I have offered my home up to them one time, and they stayed here, platonic. For me, it's like, what's so funny, even when they came that day, we were just talking about regular conversations, and in that conversation, he kept over talking me. And I was like, listen, relax. Like, you have to stop talking so you can allow me to speak. It was almost as if my opinion didn't matter to him. And when a person says to you, in which this is what he said, listen to me, I know what I'm talking about, I know a lot. That person knows the least in the room. The person who thinks they knows the most in the room is probably the person who knows the least. In my mind, I'm just like, whoa, like, this is... who is this person? That gave me an inclination of how he now viewed the world and women. And we had a private conversation about his upbringing. So it makes sense to me now why he has the views that he has. And this person has said they're in therapy, but I don't necessarily see the therapy working. Who are you is the man who you going to, or whoever you going to, do they have the same views as you? That's why you can't see a different outlook. It ain't working. In the comment, he said what he said in the post was a beautiful post. It was very uplifting, and the trajectory that he took it to, it just took it to negativity. And everybody was like, how did you get that out of this post? And then people was like, shut your bald headed up, like going off on him, like they would eat him up. Like I said, the men and the women. And he's sitting back there. At first, it was like he wasn't saying nothing back, and somebody was like, yeah, y'all eat him up and shut him up or whatever. Then the next thing I know, he coming and eating everybody. It was like, baby, Pew, 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 pew. I was like sitting there, my mouth was shot. And he told one girl, I guess he went on her page, and he told her to basically, in a roundabout way, lose some weight. And she went off on him. Once I read that comment, I was done. I was like, I cannot give this no more of my attention, because this is disrupting my peace and disrupting my spirit, and this doesn't have anything to do with me. Y'all, it was so bad. Somebody commented in there like basically telling them to stop because it's a bot. Like, his mouth was so reckless that somebody thought it was a bot. And I so badly wanted to jump in and be like, unfortunately, this is not a bot, and I know him. But I said, this is not my battle. This is not my fight. And I'm not with the social media stuff. Like, I've never been that girl that's going back and forth on social media. I think that's probably the lamest, wackest thing that anybody can do. Like, we're not doing that, okay? No. So I just sat there, and it's been several times. Now, it was one time that I did say one or two things I did say back to him. One, I think he ignored me, or maybe he didn't see it, I don't know. And one thing, he said something back to me, and I just let it go. But other than that, it wasn't like a back and forth dialogue on social media. I really wanted to jump in and say something bad, like, y'all, please ignore him, because if y'all knew the way he grew up, then y'all would know why he's saying this stuff. I was just like, not my battle. But it was that bad, y'all. And at that point, like, I had already muted him, and I don't know how I started seeing his stuff again. But at that point, like, I had already been contemplating on whether I was going to unfollow him on social media and just kind of like wash my hands with him overall. I believe in having conversations with people, but however, when you know that person mind is not going to change the way they look, I can't do that. Only God can help you with that. And I'm not here to sit here and try to go back and forth about changing you, because I got my own flaws. I'm just not gonna give you no energy. And usually it's good to have a conversation with a person to, you know, let them know why you no longer want to engage with them or whatever, but sometimes it's not even worth it. And again, this wasn't a person that was like my friend. Like, we spoke to each other on a daily basis. At one point, like a few years back, we had started speaking a little bit more often. When I say often, I mean like every week, maybe every 2 weeks, and then it fizzled off or whatever. So again, this is not a person who's in my everyday life who I value, if that makes sense. So I didn't feel that it was necessary for me to be able to, you know, me to contact them and be like, I'm done with you or anything like that. I'm just gonna unfollow. And that's what I did. I unfollowed. I was just like, I cannot believe this person is like this. This is a person who said to me, I believe it's a man's duty after the woman have a baby, he should pay for her to have a mommy makeover. I say, excuse me? He was like, yeah, he should pay to get her body done. Like, she's carried his child. That's his responsibility. I said, but what if she not focused on that? What if she don't want to get her body done? What if she is okay with the miracle of birth and is okay with the transformation of her body? Then what then? Basically, he was trying to tell me, like, there's no way you're going to tell me like a woman would be okay with how she looked after birth. And I'm just saying, like, and in my mind, I'm thinking, that is so disgusting. Imagine you dating a man or married to a man or engaged to a man, and after you give birth, he like, well, you know, you want to call the doctor and get on the table? And you like, what? I carried a baby. My body went through this entire, like, different things that I can't even explain. This is a gift from God. This is a blessing from God. And you talking about plastic surgery? That would make me feel so terrible, so unwanted. And I don't know if I would be able to recover. I know I wouldn't be able to recover from that. At that point, I'd probably be a single mom. I'm just being honest. Because you will always be worried that your significant other does not desire you. I could not believe he said that. So this is the type of person that I am dealing with. He also, I'm not going to divulge this information, but we had a conversation one time regarding his daughter, and it was something that he said, and I was like, absolutely not. I don't agree with you. When I tell you, it vexed my spirit so bad for weeks. From that point on, I looked at him completely different, and I told him in that conversation, I said, let me tell you something. I would never in my entire life date a man that would do what you're talking about doing. Ever. He was like, well, you got to understand, my homeboy went through this same situation and he kept doing whatever, and then it wasn't the outcome that he wanted. And I was like, But that's your homeboy situation. That's not your situation. And you are projecting your homeboy outcome on yourself. Instead of living it through, being a man, living it through and seeing what it is, you want to take somebody else's situation. And I'm telling you, a real woman would never accept what you're talking about. And I knew then that slowly and surely we have two different morals, values, and ethics. And I do not want this person no longer in my life. Like, I choose to disconnect from them. I choose my peace. I choose to step away. And I don't have to say nothing because, again, it wasn't like we talk every day. This is a person who said, if you a man and you make less than $100,000 a year, basically you a poor excuse of a man. And I said, well, do you understand that there are jobs in this world that don't require you to, well, I ain't gonna say require, that don't pay $100,000 a year, but the job still needs to be done. So you want to call that man less of a man because that's the job he chose? We were talking about what success is. And he was like, if you ain't making over $100,000 a year, you're not successful. And I said, but that's not true. I said, let's say a person seeks to be a manager at McDonald's. If they fulfill that, they are successful because they set out a goal and they obtain that goal. If a person chooses to be a teacher, which we all know that teachers get paid less than what they should. I think teachers should be one of the highest paid people in the world. That's just my opinion. But we know they're not. If a person seeks to be a teacher and obtain that goal, they're successful in life. If a person seeks to sell, and I ain't talking about nobody job. If a person seeks to sell coconuts on the island and make 25 cents per coconut, but that's what they want to do, they're successful in my eyes. Success is not measured by a number. It's measured by whether you set something out and you set that out and you achieved it. That's success. And everything is not going to be a huge, who's to determine what success is? We are nobodies. We're nothing. Who is the person that sets the tone for the world? Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. It never have. Somebody may come in my house and think this is a huge house. And then somebody else might be like, oh, this house is so small. That's what I'm saying. Everything is opinions in this world. Nothing is a fact but Bible. Everything else is opinion. So I just don't understand, but that's just a small thing of what I'm saying, that this is how that person thinks. Am I wrong for just being like, we're not doing that, and I'm no longer engaging with you? If y'all think I'm wrong, that's, or not wrong, I don't know. I'm not gonna, let me tell you something. He getting cut off. It don't even matter. Like, he's getting cut off. I'm gonna be honest. When a man always bash a woman like that, I'm talking about in every scenario. You give to me that you can't stand women and you love men. You really want a man, but you can't do that. And listen, I'm not here to go into that whole conversation. I'm just saying that's how I look at it. You hate women so much. That's why you treat them like you treat them, because you really want the opposite, but you're in fear of exclaiming that. You see what I'm saying? You're in fear of really walking in who you really are or who you really choose to be. So you take it out on women. Now I'm done with the conversation. I ain't calling nobody that word. I'm just saying that's what it's giving. That's very much what it's giving. And I'm talking about every situation is negativity towards the woman. But I'm going to get ready to get me something to eat really quick. And then I'm going to finish editing my vlog. And I'm going to just sit here and chill. But I just wanted to have that conversation. This might be the end of this vlog because I think it is long enough. I think, yeah, this is the end of this vlog. So, I appreciate y'all for always clocking in, peeking in, stepping in, opening the door, busting the door wide open, coming in, just sitting down, chilling with your girl. We just talking like homegirls and homeboys or whatever. It's just a little simple conversation over here. We talk a little bit about God. We used to be drinking and stuff, but I haven't drank in since December. Yeah, since December. I have not drank since December. And of course, part of that was because of fasting. And then the other part was because of preparing for my surgery. And now, of course, I'm not drinking because I'm healing from the surgery. And then after that, I don't know if I am. I'm not going to sit here and say yes. And I'm not going to sit here and say no. But we'll see is all I got to say. But I thank y'all for always hanging out with your girl, you know, coming in. We have some fun over here, and I do appreciate that. And I appreciate y'all always keeping it positive, because y'all really do be in my comments being positive. So thank y'all. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Click that notification bell so you will know when your girl are dropping these videos. And don't forget to hype your girl up. You know, help a friend so a friend can help you. Until the next adventure. We getting outside more, y'all. We about to get outside. A little bit more outside. You know, I pushed the limit a little bit on Saturday, but we going to get outside. Okay? Talk to y'all later.